What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I got a couple updates for you guys. You guys are gonna be upset about one thing, but we're making progress with the car. We're getting the car done here. We're going down here to show you guys one part of it. So as you can see, well, besides the whole mess, we got our gas tank here, which we're gonna weld a bung to this for 8 in line to return to the tank. But we got our dash out. We got the whole dash out. Right now, looking at the wiring. What wires do we need? Don't need. I'm probably gonna just leave all the wires in here because this is just a whole of a mess. Like I thought it'd be a little more organized than it is, but there's no organization to this. It's just literally shove it in, make the wires go where they need to go, and that's it. There's no organization to it at all. So I'll probably leave it all this out, but I'm just trying to figure out like what wires do I absolutely need and what can I use to wire. And like I said, these are light switches here. The wires right here is the steering wheel, and where's the other one? Then there's these wires right here that go to the steering wheel right here. So making a little progress on this here. I'm gonna be getting my multimeter down here to figure out what wires are for the switches and things like that. And this is what it looks like inside the car right here. Now listen, it's actually really easy to take this whole thing apart. 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, the 4 bolts in the center, and the steering wheel shaft, the steering shaft, of course. 3 bolts up there. She's all out. Now, if I would have known that, I would have taken it out to do this, because look how easy it is to get to this. It would have been so much easier to drill and grind. From this point of view, you know, brake pedal, I'm going to be adjusting this brake pedal while it's like this. Yeah, to do a lot of this stuff, it would have been a lot easier. Instead of me going like all like this and crack my back and yeah, all that good stuff. Now, here comes the part you guys are not gonna like because I didn't show much of it. I didn't show any of it because I forgot the GoPro at home, and that's the reason why. But we have a little buddy right here now. We have a trans. Our transmission is finally in the car. Now, sadly, I don't have any video of it. If you go over to Instagram, Vibrant13 or underscore Vibrant13 underscore on Instagram, you'll see there's some of the pictures of everything. But yeah, I didn't record any of it. One of the main reasons I forgot the GoPros. I forgot the GoPros at my mother's house because they're in my bag, and I brought my bag, and I forgot the bag, and yeah. And I was not going to use my phone to record anything because I want to get this thing in. I was getting this. I had only very little time, very little daylight. I went into nighttime putting this thing in, but we got her in. Very simple, not very much of a process. I could really would have really showed. The only thing that probably would have been interesting was the hydraulic clutch plate for this, put that all together. But other than that, it was just your usual mounting a transmission to a motor. Excuse me, mounting transmission to the motor, and then putting the transmission and the motor in, and then yeah, that was a headache and a half. That was an hour just because the transmission got caught in something, and all I had to do was push it that way. It would have probably only took like 20 minutes maybe. But yeah, so that's it. I'll show you guys the motor now. Alright, so no bolts are holding this hood up, so hopefully this thing does not go crashing the windshield, cracking the windshield, because that would suck. Got the engine basically balanced. She's pretty perfect. Like, as perfect as you can really get her, you know. So besides sitting here trying to like nudge it a little bit, then it goes off too far that way, you know. But another thing you guys see different, like I said, I did a lot of not a lot of work, but a little work. This is a lot of work, but not a lot of work. As I got all the wires here, I just cut them because cut the ones we didn't need. I kept the ones we did need here. Like I said, this is to the lights, so this for the light here. Lights here, or ground here, really. This side over here, this is just a bunch of engine stuff, and I'm engine, radio, probably. I don't know, whatever this is, fuel. Like I said, not using any of that stuff, so no point keeping it. So we're getting rid of that wiring. It also gives us a place to wire our own new wires to the engine, so definitely doing that, because that's where the engine harness used to hook up right here and here, I believe. I didn't have the engine here originally, so I don't know where exactly that was for, but I'm assuming it's for the engine harness. Actually, I do know that's for the engine harness, because I did have it. Don't know where it went, but put it somewhere. But engine went in not very smoothly, but smoothly. So if you have a UPR thing, listen. Put the engine in first, don't put it with the transmission. If you put it in with the transmission, make sure you have 3 people with you, for one person to stay down below to watch the transmission, and 2 people up here to help with the engine and helping it move around and all like that. Because you have 1 guy on the lift, well, you know, on the jack, and then 1 guy holding the engine and 1 guy going down there with the transmission. Because it's a pain in the butt. Because transmission getting hooked on something, but you don't see what the transmission is getting hooked on unless you go underneath the car. But you don't want to crawl underneath the car because you're also moving the engine while the other guy does the jack. So you're going back and forth, and it's like, oh my god. And then, yeah, eventually I crawled underneath, I looked at the transmission, I go, oh, okay, it's here. So, something to look out for if you guys ever do this. But also, we're probably gonna tape up these ports here just so nothing crawls into them. Like I said, they're not the cleanest girls, but they're pretty clean for what I've seen and what my dad's engine got. It was pretty clean. So what's the next step for this project now here? So, of course, wiring, I think it's going to be my main concern right now, which is why I tore the whole part of the inside of the car out. Get the wiring through, figure out that, get the thing on here. Figure out like where the wires need to go. I'm gonna get the headers on here because I need to see where I have my 1 wire here, my line here for the clutch and stuff. I want to see what's easier because I might have this thing face straight up and come around here, come down, and straight down that way. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I can, you know, I don't know, let's see what makes it easier, what doesn't make it easier, and stuff like that. So I have to look at it more. Yeah, this is going to have to come up at least over this, or we're going to have this thing facing up, and it'll come up and around down to there again. So that's how we're going to do that there. Got our accessory thing there. She's gonna be clamping onto that side of the engine here. We have our power steering pump. We got our alternator. We have our water pumps already on here, thankfully. We have our pulley system. We have everything we need for the engine so far. We got just, like little itty bitty things we gotta get. But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get this thing done. Hopefully in 2-3 weeks, this engine's gonna be running and the car's gonna be driving. So that's also another thing. So after we get the oh god, I'm falling over. So after we get the wiring done, or as we're doing the wiring, we're gonna be also doing the radiator here. The radiator, we're gonna get her all fixed up in here because we're gonna wire the fan in. So we're gonna have to adjust to the wiring, stuff like that for that. Which we already have there's a relay in here for the fan, so we might even use the relay in the fan system here. So we're probably gonna end up doing that, which I believe is this yellow wire here. So wires are here for it, so the wire's there already, you might as well use it, right? So gonna do that probably. Just gotta find the, like, you know, the what triggers the relay and stuff like that, the wires, which wires do that. But yeah, so then other than that, we also just gotta finish up the rear brake lines on this. I have the main one going down right there. I have the main one going down. We just gotta get her, what do you call it, the back 2 lines made. I ordered more brake line, which should be coming tomorrow. Other than that, like I said, it's really just the drive shaft. Main components to get this thing actually rolling is the drive shaft. Weld up the tank, the gas tank for the bung to put the fuel line to it, and then the drive shaft, which you don't really drive shaft, the differential, but we don't have to weld the differential, but I want to weld it so it's done over. We don't have to take it all apart again or anything like that. But get that welded up, get that put in the car, get the drive shaft put in the car. Well, get the drive shaft custom made, put in the car. Gas tank, all the lines ran up from, you know, in there. Get them all ran up to here. Get the radiator, which is the radiator. Our radiator has, it's the 2 ports are on this side, so this just goes literally from here, just goes whoop right to here. And then this one just goes whoop down, right down to below there. So, simple, simple, simple. We gotta tighten up our water sensor here. I had to take it off when there was two studs stuck there, so I had to get those things out. But yeah, other than that, she's clean. We're gonna clean up these ports a little bit. Try to, at least. Nah, you can't really do too much, but we can try, right? You can always try. So guys, so that's the update for the car. Not much to do today. It's raining. I'm gonna go visit my mom again. So other than that, listen guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the build, please leave a like down this video. Comment down below what you guys want to see on the car done and stuff like that, and what you guys think I should do and these ideas. And like I said, other than that guys, listen, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.